And today, the Guru and the disciple, that will be the topic we are going to listen from Swami Kripamayananda. So he is from Vedanta Society of Toronto. He joined the order in 76, and afterwards, after attending and very successfully in some of the places like Purulia, Asansol, and he came to the Canada. And he is here, I think, as assistant minister from 2003 onwards. For so many long years he is there. His guru and his sannyasa guru and initiation guru all are like me. So I was joking with Puja. But if you say his bio, so just change the name, it will be mine. Right. And in the sannyasis, their identity is their guru. It's not anything else. So that is the parampara, as they call in Sanskrit. So that parampara he is maintaining. I'm very happy that he has come here. He naturally is an old Canada, it's a huge country. He travels from one place to another to meet the devotees, and even then he has given the time for 3 long days to come over here and giving this retreat. I should have reduced now I feel I should have reduced a little, because constantly 1.5 an hour or 3 times in the Saturday, and then talking with the devotees too much now at this age. So I'm telling myself, I'm going to start with my you say that. So that way, now I request the Swami to give this wonderful talk, that is Guru and the disciple, Guru and Shishya. That is very, very important. Because the one light, burning light, then lighting the another light. So it comes down from tradition to tradition and generation after generation. I request the Swami Kripamayananda to begin the speech, please.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amrutam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. May the divine lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. Om, peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the Sunday service here from Ganges in Michigan, and in presence of Swami Ishatmananji and the devotees that were gathered here for the retreat. And in today's service, first we will begin from the reading by Buddhadev Guha, who is traveling with me from Toronto to Ganges in Michigan. Buddhadev Guha.
So this morning, the subject of the talk is Guru and Disciple, the relations. So I thought it was befitting reading some excerpts from Swami Vivekananda's talk he gave in San Francisco back in March 29th, 1900. So this is what Swamiji had to say. The next qualification is that the disciple must have faith in the Guru, the teacher. In the West, the teacher simply gives intellectual knowledge. That is all. The relationship with the teacher is the greatest in life. My dearest and nearest relative in my life is my Guru. Next, my mother. Then my father. My first reverence is to the Guru. If my father says, do this, and my Guru says, do not do this, I do not do it. The Guru frees my soul. The father and mother give me this body, but the Guru gives me rebirth in the soul. But first, you must find a teacher, a true teacher, and you must remember that he's not just a man. You may get a teacher in the body, but the real teacher is not in the body. He's not the physical man. He is not as he appears to your eyes. It may be the teacher will come to you as a human being, and you will receive the power from him. Sometimes you will come in a dream and transmit things to the world. The power of the teacher may come to us in many ways. But for us ordinary mortals, the teacher must come and our preparation must go on till he comes. The Guru must teach me and lead me into light. Make me a link in that chain of which he himself is a link. The man in the street cannot claim to be a Guru. The Guru must be a man who has known, has actually realized the divine truth, has perceived himself as the Spirit. A mere talker cannot be the Guru. A talkative fool like me can talk much, but cannot be the Guru. A true Guru will tell the disciple, go and sin no more. And no more can he sin. No more has the person the power to sin. We must all wait till the Guru comes. And the Guru must be worshipped as God. He is God. He is nothing less than that. As you look at him, the Guru gradually melts away, and what is left? The Guru picture gives place to good God himself. The Guru is the bright mask which God wears in order to come to us. As we look steadily on, gradually the mask falls off and God is revealed. I bow to the Guru, who is the embodiment of the bliss divine, the personification of the highest knowledge, and the giver of greatest beatitude, who is pure, perfect, one without a second, eternal, beyond pleasure and pain, beyond all thought and all qualification, transcendental. Such is in the reality the Guru. No wonder the disciple looks upon him as God himself and trusts him and reveres him, obeys him, follows him unquestioningly. This is a profound relation between the Guru and the disciple.
Upanishad says, Acharyavan Purusho Veda. One who has Guru will know the truth. In our Vedic tradition, it is always Guru is essential to cross this ocean of ignorance and get enlightened. A teacher, a guide, whose blessing is paramount to overcome this relative existence and find his own or her own soul, where the God resides, which is God. So the Vedas say, Acharyavan Purusho Veda. Who is the Guru? Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Satchidananda alone is the Guru. God himself is the Guru, no other being. As we heard from the reading from Swami Vivekananda's complete works, that God himself comes and gives the knowledge and guidance through a human guru. The power that works through the human guru is God's power. The Yoga Sutras say, Sapurvesham api guru, kalena anavachchedat. God is the guru of the gurus. He is the earliest guru, unobstructed by the time. So, eternal guru, God is there from the very beginning, and that God is our real guru. What is the quality of a guru? Viveka Chudamani, Shankaracharya writes beautifully. Let me recite the Sanskrit verse. Shanta Mahanto Nivasanti Santo Vasanta Valloka Hitam Charanta Tirna Swayam Bhiva Bhavarnavanjanan Ahetunanya Napitarayantaha. There are good souls, calm and magnanimous, who do good to others, as does the spring, and who, having themselves crossed the dreadful ocean of birth and death, help others also to cross the same without any motive whatsoever. Ahetuna, ahetuki. This is the quality of the teacher. Doesn't want anything from the disciple. Has no any other motive than to rouse disciples' innate spiritual quest and fulfill that. So, if this is the quality of a guru who has crossed the ocean of ignorance and attained the light of spiritual enlightenment, then what is the sign of a requirement of a disciple? Who will become the disciple? The first is the disciple should have quest for spiritual knowledge or a desire to love God. That desire has to be there in the disciple. Without that, how will he approach the guru? And when one has that desire to develop spiritually, that person should be pure at heart. That is what the qualification said. Purity of heart. So no other concern. Good moral and ethical life he leads or she leads. And how does she go? He approaches the teacher. In Upanishad it is said, Samit Pani Shrotriyam Saguru Meva Vigachet Samit Pani Shrotriyam Brahmanistham. The Guru is versed in the Vedas and established himself in the Brahman, in the knowledge of Brahman. To that Guru goes the disciple, desirous of having spiritual knowledge. And he goes with something in his hand, the gift. What is the gift that Guru needs, who is already liberated, already has reached all beyond all desires? So little gift that was prevalent in the Vedic times was some firewoods to keep Guru warm. No, it is warm India. Firewoods for performing the rituals of yajna, of fire worship, that was prevalent. And that was the gift a student takes. Saguru meva vigachet samit pani. With samit pani, means in a hand is the samit. Samit is fire with fagot. So with that he goes to Guru and places himself. Now Guru tests the disciple and finds that whether he is able to have this realization of God and how much is the yearning, how much is he desirous. So Sri Ramakrishna used to often test his disciples. He used to weigh their arms, how light it is, and see through his mind, through his, he could penetrate through the mind of the disciple, how pure and yearning the disciple has. So is he fit to realize God, to evolve spiritually? When he saw Swami Vivekananda, at once he said, this person, so unique in the city of Calcutta. What was the uniqueness? Oh, this person has no mind on his body. He doesn't think about himself. He doesn't think about body. His whole mind established in the truth. Seeker of reality, seeker of truth. first instant he recognizes Narendranath. So that is how Guru understands the status of the disciple. So, and what else the student should have? He should have Shraddha. Shraddha means faith, reverence, and obedience. And accepting the teacher to be able to fulfill his spiritual desire. The teacher is here, he will quench my spiritual thirst, he will give me knowledge, he will make me successful in having more devotion to God, whatever the way spiritual enlightenment would come. So that is called Shraddha. Shraddha is a combined word. Swami Vivekananda says it cannot be translated fully into English. It is a combination of faith in the person whom I approach, that he will be able to give me what I need. And there is reverence. And also you are ready to accept him and his or her teachings. So that is what all total is Shraddha. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Tad Vidhi Pranipatena Pariprasnena Sevaya. How should we approach teacher? So know this, know the truth. Tad Vidhi. How? Approach the teacher. And what you do? So, Pranipatena Pariprasnena Sevaya. Three qualities. With humility. Approach him with humility. Pranipata. That's called surrender or Sastanga Pranam, that Pranipata. So show your respect to your teacher and be fully respectful and full of humility and full of faith in the teacher that you are going to get from something from the teacher. Pariprasnena, just your humility and acceptance of him as something you will get from him will not be due. So you will have to ask questions. You will have to put your queries in front of him. That's how our system has been always question answer. Whole of Upanishad you will find there is question answer. What impels our mind? Who impels our mind and senses to the objects? That is the question people ask. One person goes and says, Adihi Bhagavo Brahmeti, goes and please teach me Brahman. What is Brahman? Like that is always is the questions the students should approach the teacher, the disciples should approach the teacher and question. That is how the traditional way. And sevaya. That asking question itself is not enough. Humility is not enough. You will have to be intimate with the teacher and offer personal service to the teacher. That is what is complete relationship grows between the teacher and the disciple, guru and the disciple, when all these three combine together. It is not just like a teacher in this people relationship, it is guru and disciple relationship. It is very human to human, soul to soul relationship, not intellect to intellect, as we have in our school learning or university learning. So different from that. So that is what the student approaches the teacher with all these qualities. And this guru-disciple relationship increases after that. So how is the guru and disciple relationship? It is very close, as Swami Vivekananda was read, that guru is the first and foremost guide in our life, greater than any other teacher. Upanishads say, Matri Devo Bhava, Pitri Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. But tradition says Acharya is the first Deva, the teacher, the Guru is the ultimate source of all our knowledge, and we are so much dedicated to the teacher that whatever teacher guides us, that is most profound and gets the primary importance. After that comes mother, after that comes father, as Swami Vivekananda clearly described in the reading that was done from the complete works of Swami Vivekananda. The relationship becomes respectful for each other. Not only student, disciple also, teacher also respects disciple. See some of the examples. And how much is this relationship closer? When disciple prays to divine, Avatu Mam, please, O divine Lord, please protect me. Protect me from mind being distracted. Protect me from my health being ill health. So all my physically and mentally I may become protected by you and fit to receive the knowledge that I am getting from Guru. It doesn't say only avatu mam. It also says avatu vaktaram. Please protect the teacher, my speaker, the Guru. So equally the relationship becomes like very one relationship. Teacher and the disciple becomes very closely knitted. So this close and also very deep relationship happens, and then respectful for each other. Spiritual relationship, hence, without any worldliness or selfishness. There is nothing else other than the lighting the candle, as Swami Shatmanji was saying. One candle will light another candle. One candle knows that it has been lit, and it has the power to light another candle still waiting to be lit. So the light is given fully. That is what the thing is. And that enlightens other candle. From one candle, many other candles can be lighted. That is what relationship between Guru and disciple is. So that's why there is respect between Guru and disciple. There is profound respect, and there is profound thought of the quality of a disciple, that he is able or she is able to gain the knowledge of spiritual awareness as I have got. This relationship between teacher and student is lasting relationship. From accepting the Guru until death, this relationship continues. And even beyond, the power of Guru that comes to the disciple, it continues even after death, because Guru may change. And Swami Premeshanand used to say, does Guru power remain even after the death of the Guru? He said, haven't you seen Durga Puja? Image is made, worshipped, and then immersed in Ganga. Next year, again, there is another Durga Puja, Durga image is made. Is it different Durga image? Yes, physically different, but all the same mother is worshipped in this image also, new image also. Similarly, we may have another Guru in our next life, but the Guru power that has continued from the previous life or from the beginning, that power always is beneficial for us to guide. So Guru power continues even after death. So that is the importance of the power of Guru. There have been many this thing, and Guru power remains active even after the death, after the physical death of a Guru. So before I die, that power remains. But what happens after Guru is dead? Who will guide me? Where I go to seek when there are some doubts? So, but that Guru power remains in you. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, after some time, your mind itself becomes your guide, your Guru. After practice, you will find your Guru seated in your heart and guiding you. You have doubt, you have question, and suddenly you get the answer without approaching, because your Guru is no more in his physical body. Guru has already passed away. But that power of Guru remains in the heart, your own heart, and you get the answer. Whether this answer is from my own self, my own mind, or from Guru, that one who gets the answer, they know. It is the grace of the Guru, that who is present in me, from him the power comes. We know the stories of Guru and disciple relationship. How this Ekalavya and Drona, one very a classic example of Guru-disciple relationship. Ekalavya wanted to learn archery from a teacher called Dronacharya. He approached Dronacharya, who somehow disagreed to make him his disciple. But Ekalavya thought, he is my Guru. He has already made him his Guru in his mind. So what Ekalavya did, he made the earthen statue of Ekalavya, earthen statue of Dronacharya, and started practicing archery in front of that image, that statue, made by himself. It must be not very good or anything, but he felt the presence of his Guru in the clay image of Dronacharya, and he started practicing archery. Then he excelled in archery in the whole world. He became topmost archer of the world. Was it his own practice or the grace of Guru? Now one day Guru comes, Dronacharya comes to him, and finds him to be the best archer of the world. He had promised some other person, no one will excel you. So he found, and he saw his own image. And he said to, who is your guru? You are my guru, but I didn't accept you as my disciple. But I have accepted you as my guru. He said that. So if I am your guru, are you ready to give me Guru Dakshina? Whatever you want, you are my guru. I have gained all this skill in archery because of your grace. Unknowingly, the guru power came from you through the image to me. So that he was undoubted. He had no doubt about that. Ekalabya had no doubt. And Guru asked some thumb or something, and he was unhesitatingly gave and stopped his archery after that. Guru wanted him not to practice archery anymore. But he already had gained the best archery in the world for all the time. Nobody could excel him. If Ekalabya knew that he attained it by his own practice without the power of Guru, why would he give whatever Guru wanted? He knew that it was the power of Guru. Kabir Das ji was a very saintly person, very wise, saintly. And he used to compose the things. He was accepted by the people. But as the Upanishad says, only those who have Guru, they can realize God. We need a Guru. So he wanted to have Guru in his life. He approached a very famous person called Ramananda in Varanasi and said, can you make me your disciple? So Ramananda said, he didn't agree to make him disciple. But like Dronacharya, like Ekalabya, he had also decided to become disciple of Ramananda. So how to get the mantra from him? You have to get the mantra to purify your body and mind, to be really enlightened in life. Guru and disciple has to come together to find the realization. So one day what he did, at the dawn, before even sunrise, he laid his body himself in the ghats in Ganga. Those who have gone to Varanasi, they know steps come from the landing to the river Ganga. And he was just lying. It was not fully morning. It was twilight, not everything was seen. Ramananda was coming down the steps, Kabir Das knew. And then Ramananda's feet fell on the body of Kabir Das. And all was planned by Kabir Das himself. And Ramananda then cried out. He touched the body of someone with his feet and he said, Ram, Ram. Kabir Das caught hold of his feet, and I have got the mantra now without your wish. And now Ram is my mantra. I have heard it from Guru's mouth. You are my Guru. So Kabir Das also had to accept the Guru Ramananda as his Guru with this technique. He did. In Upanishads, there is a system of tradition of how disciples go to the teacher. There is a story in Kathopanishad how this Nachiketa was sent by his father to Yama. Yama, the god of death who knows everything. And Yama, this Nachiketa, a 5-year-old boy, goes to Yama and has asked some questions, again, Padiprasnena. And Yama replies 2 questions, and the third question is asked for the third question. And he says, I want to know that whether one leaves this body, is something remains or nothing remains. Ayam prete vichikitsa manuste astiti eke naam astiti chaikye. After the death of the body, some say nothing is remain. Some say soul remains, it doesn't die. I want to know from you the truth of life after death. Is there life after death? So Yama, the great teacher, he says, it is very tough question. Even the gods do not know. Even rishis do not fully know the answer to this question. You are a mere boy coming from this mundane earth. How can you learn this question? Ask something else. Ask for long life. Ask for a lot of wealth. Ask for anything that you can make happy in the world. So this Nachiketa, because Shraddha had entered into him, says the Upanishad. He was full of Shraddha, faith in Guru and faith in himself. And he says, You are saying it is difficult to know. Even gods do not know. Gods with a small g do not know this answer. Having got you as my guru, I have to learn this. No one can dispel this doubt from my mind. You have to tell me the truth. What happens after death? Is there soul that is permanent or not? Then after this question, the Yama tells him about the permanence of the soul and transitoriness of the body. Soul never dies. Body is always transitory. The same soul gets to many bodies until you get the full liberation by having knowledge. One disciple went to his guru, and coincidentally the disciple was son. The disciple's name was Bhrigu. He goes to his father, who was teacher Varuni. And Bhrigu goes to Varuni, and Varuna, and Bhrigu, the son of Varuni, goes to Varuna, and he goes and says, it says, Bhrigurvai Varuni, Varunam Pitaram Upasasara. He approached his father as Guru, and he says, Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti. Now you teach me Brahman. I am now capable of understanding the teaching of Brahman and have the quality to practice and realize have the knowledge of Brahman. So he goes and he asks his father. So who is Guru? So like that, Guru Shishya Parampara continues even in father and son. In many cases in Upanishad we find father and son as Guru and Shishya. And many other cases they are not, they are different. Like Satyakama going to his teacher and asking to have the instruction for spiritual practice. When Satyakama goes to his teacher and wants to know about Brahman, so again the teacher starts testing the capability and the fitness of his disciple. And he asks certain questions, and Satyakama replies perfect truth. So even damaging truth about himself and his family. And he said, you are fit because of your truthfulness, fit to attain Brahma Jnana. So what his teacher does, he says, now go to forest and take this 400 cattle and raise them to become 1,000 and come back only after they attain the number of 1,000. Student has come to Guru to attain Brahma Jnana, to read scriptures. Teacher says, go there. Guru Shishya Parampara, that's going on. Whatever Guru says is for your good, for your benefit. And without any question, without any comment, the teacher, the young boy with all 400 cattle alone goes to the forest and starts tending them, feeding them, taking from this pasture to another. And time rolled on, years rolled on. And one day he hears from the mouth of bull, Satyakama, we are now 1,000. You now take us to your Guru. From bull's mouth, he listens about in the human voice, he listens to the command. And bull also says, I will teach something about Brahman. And he says, these 4 quarters that you see is all Brahman. Whatever you perceive is all Brahman. Nothing is other than Brahman. Like that he says. And he says, you now let us go back. And next, the bull itself says, you will be again taught more about Brahman by waterfowl, by swan, and by fire. And it happens. And when Satyakama reaches to his Guru with 1,000 cattle, Guru sees from far. And when student approaches near Guru, he says, Satyakama, your face shines like a knower of Brahman. Already he had the knowledge of Brahman without teacher saying anything to him. Just by listening to the teacher, just by fulfilling to the wish of the teacher. Teacher didn't mean that his cattle should be increased in number. It was testing to do him the karma yoga. Karma yoga which purifies our heart. When our heart is purified by the guidance and the grace of Guru, the truth reveals. Then Satyakama very humbly says, oh, revered Guru, I have gained some knowledge of Brahman, but they're all taught by some other being other than the human being from you. I have to finalize and culminate my knowledge of Brahman by listening from you. There is no comparison to that. So that's how the story of teacher and disciple goes. Then there is, in our own history, there is the wonderful relationship between Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda was in search of knowledge. Is there anyone who has seen God? That was his quest. He had no doubt about God, but he was searching for someone who has seen God. And he was traveling from one spiritual teacher during his time to another. Nobody could give him affirmative answer. Finally, he goes to Dakshineshwar and approaches Sri Ramakrishna. And the first question is, Sir, have you seen God? Pariprasnena. Starts, discipleship starts, Pariprasnena. Sevaya and all those will come later. That Vidhi Pranipata will also come later. But there was humility in his heart. If he says something, I will accept. That acceptance was, idea of acceptance was there because he had heard about Sri Ramakrishna from his own school teacher and also from his relative. So he goes, and Sri Ramakrishna's answer was more very intriguing. He said, yes, I see God and I can show God to you. But who wants to see God? People are busy with this worldly life. Who are ready to see God? Sri Ramakrishna was very happy to see such a person who is really interested in having spiritual realization and to realize God. That was Sri Ramakrishna's relationship starts. From that, Sir, have you seen God? Sometimes in 1881 towards end. And that continued up to, for 5 years, up to 1886, until Sri Ramakrishna's physical disappearance of physical body. This in spiritual instruction continued. And there is so much relationship. If you read some book, like one beautiful small booklet is there by Swami Buddhananda, Sri Ramakrishna's Naren and Naren's Ramakrishna, where he very nicely describes about the relationship that grew. Sri Ramakrishna was waiting for Narendranath to come, and he gives him some sweet to eat. And Narendranath then says, no, my friends are there, I will have to share with them. Then he kneels down in front of Narendranath and said, you are Nararupi Narayana, you are God himself in the form of human being, have come to remove the affliction of the world. Narendranath, young boy, college student, and he thinks what he's saying. He seems to be a crazy person. I am the son of such and such a student in the college, and he's saying, I am Narayana and God. Crazy. But he says, he felt he's crazy, but he's very loving, very sincere, childlike simplicity, something wonderful combination. He may be crazy, but he is something unique. The love of Sri Ramakrishna and his sincerity caught the mind and heart of Narendranath. Then Sri Ramakrishna said to Narendranath, come again, but come alone, because I have to know about you. What I have seen about you is true or not. Next time Narendranath comes alone, and Sri Ramakrishna touches his heart. And Narendranath describes later on that his room was revolving around, walls disappeared, his own guru was not seen, no furniture was seen, everything became void, nothing was there. He started losing his own body idea, he started losing his own ego, individuality. Then he cried out, oh, what are you doing to me? I have my parents at home. Sri Ramakrishna laughed and touched him again and laughingly said, okay, it will wait for some time. He was giving that knowledge, as in the morning question was asked. Sri Ramakrishna touched the head of Narendranath and he had got realization. And he became so great to preach the message of Vedanta to the whole world. Would it be possible for anyone that Sri Ramakrishna taught? Narendranath says, yes, if Sri Ramakrishna willed, that person would become like Narendranath. He could make that. But according to earthly requisitions and all that thing, that there has to be a person like Narendranath who will become Vivekananda. So that is what the relationship grew. And how much was the relationship so intimate and so loving? So Narendranath used to come almost once or twice a week, and Sri Ramakrishna used to have wonderful feeling whenever he came. He used to go into samadhi because in him he saw Shiva himself. Once Narendranath couldn't come for a few weeks, and Sri Ramakrishna had a great yearning to see him. few other devotees came, Ram Dayal and Babu Ram, young Babu Ram and elderly Ram Dayal. And they were having that night spent in Dakshineswar in a veranda. So they had gone to their bed. At about 11 o'clock, Sri Ramakrishna goes there and says, "Are you asleep already? This Naren had not come for a long time. Can you go and tell him that I'm so much dying to see him?" And I said, okay, sure, we'll go. Babu Ram says, who later became Swami Premananda, brother disciple of Swami Vivekananda. So he said, this person has great longing for this young man, and why doesn't he come? So then he said, okay. After a few hours, again Sri Ramakrishna goes, are you asleep? Please don't forget to tell Naren to come here. Like that, whole night he went many times there and was raising them up and saying, please ask Naren to come. That shows his love for his disciple, this relationship between guru and disciple, transcending all love, amount of all love between even mother and child. That's what Sri Ramakrishna often said. Mother loves her child. I also love you, but my love for you is much more greater and more intenser than even mother's love for her child. Another time, Vaikuntanath had come, and Sri Ramakrishna said that I'm longing to see Naren. My heart is ringing like a wet towel being wrung. Can you tell him to come? And so like that, he was panting and asking everyone to ask Naren to come. And when one day on Sri Ramakrishna's birthday, everybody came, Naren was not coming. He was looking for him. Naren came and he went into Samadhi. There was visible bliss coming to Sri Ramakrishna. That was the relationship between Sri Ramakrishna and Narendranath. Once Narendranath didn't come for a long time. Then Sri Ramakrishna himself went. He knew that Naren will be going to a Brahma Samaj prayer in the evening. Sri Ramakrishna, such a revered person, without invitation went to that Brahma Samaj prayer time. And when people saw Sri Ramakrishna coming there was commotion. And Narendranath was also there. And then the organizers, they put the light off to settle the program. It created more chaos. And then Naren felt that he came just for me, and he came running to Sri Ramakrishna, took him aside, and felt ashamed that why he didn't go. He was busy preparing for his law exam. He was busy preparing for his graduation examination, so he couldn't go. So like that was Sri Ramakrishna. If disciple doesn't come, Guru will go. Didn't he himself said, if Swami Vivekananda explained later on, if mountain doesn't come to Muhammad, Muhammad will go to mountain. So Guru will go to the disciple when there is such disciple like Sri Ramakrishna and Narendranath. They say in Kathopanishad, it is said, Ascharyo Vakta Kusalasya Labdha, a great teacher and also wonderful aspirant student, disciple. When these two combine, there is an immense manifestation of the knowledge of spirituality coming to us. When such meeting is there, then there is the Kathopanishad coming. When that such meeting is there, then Ramakrishna Vivekananda, one soul, become the blessing for the whole humanity, and they again revolve the dharma chakra pravartana, revolve the chakra or the wheel of dharma or spiritual knowledge. So that is the relationship between them. Sri Ramakrishna once found Naren had not come. Where did he go? Not to the prayer hall of a neutral place. He went to Naren's house where Naren was staying and started calling Naren from below downstairs. Narendranath couldn't expect that Sri Ramakrishna would come to his house. He came running down. Why did you come here? I could not go because I was busy in some other work. Still, he was so impressed. He brought him inside, and Sri Ramakrishna said, can you sing some songs? So Naren sang some song. He went into Samadhi. His wish was fulfilled. Naren felt this love of Sri Ramakrishna for him. And that's why he said, when people asked, who was Sri Ramakrishna? He said, oh, I have only 4 letters to describe him. It is Love. He is love personified, nothing else. Guide, teacher, all those are secondary. It is all his love. His fully love embodied is Sri Ramakrishna. That has made me his disciple, his servant, everything that I have become to his love, extraordinary love. When if Swami Vivek, Sri Ramakrishna admired Swami Vivekananda's, Narendranath's, that manliness, self-reliance, and single-minded devotion to truth, Swami Vivekananda also saw in Sri Ramakrishna tremendous renunciation, wonderful love, uninterrupted devotion to God. All that two great souls, great teacher come together, Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda, and that becomes Narendranath, become one soul. As I said, Ramakrishna hyphen Narendra hyphen Vivekananda. Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, one soul, one power manifesting as two souls. Student and teacher become one. Such was the relationship that one day when Sri Ramakrishna was with Narendranath teaching him, and Sri Ramakrishna was smoking hubble bubble. And then he said to his disciple, you smoke from my hand. Sri Ram, disciple said, how can I touch your fingers with my lip? Give me that. So he said, no, smoke from my hand, my fingers. So Sri Ram, hesitatingly, Naren had to do. Then after that, Naren, to Naren's surprise, he sees that Sri Ramakrishna taking the same hubble bubble and started smoking in the same fingers that was touched by the lips of Narendranath. He caught hold of that, Narendranath, and said, what are you doing? Sri Ramakrishna said, what are you saying that? Are you and I separate? Are different? We are one. One soul has become two, disciple and the guru. There is no difference. So that was the relationship and Shraddha for each other between these two great beings, great spiritual powers for our present age. This is the great example that we see between Guru and the disciple. That Guru Shakti, what happened, once Swami Vivekananda later on had his own disciples. And he said to his disciples that you should follow your teacher's command like nothing else. And he gave the example, if your Guru says, climb the coconut tree and then jump, without any questioning, you should be able to do that. Jumping will be death. So no questioning what will happen, nothing doing. That obedience is needed. When Guru has said something, that means that will do me good. His own disciple, Swami Nishchayananda, he was from Maharashtra and he was in the army, in British army, resigned that and came to join the order and became Swami Nishchayananda, one of the great disciples of Swami Vivekananda. So once Vivekananda said, go other side of the Ganga in Kolkata and bring a cow. And when he was bringing the cow on the boat, somehow boat toppled, cow fell on the river, and cow could swim and come back. But because Guru had said, bring the cow, so he also jumped in the river. Swami Nishchayananda also jumped. Held that he didn't leave his rope of the cow, which was tied to the cow's neck, and flowed down in the river with the current and went long back down, few miles down. But still rope was in the hand of Swami Nishchayananda. Came on that shore, walked up, and in the afternoon, a long time after, he reached Belur Math. What Guru has said, that has to be followed. That was Swami Vivekananda's instruction, and his gurus were, with his disciple were also so great. He said one of his disciples, go to Rishikesh, Haridwar, and start serving the sick monks and the poor people there, and try to serve them even medically. So he went there, and Guru said, forget Bengal, put a full mind in the service of people in Haridwar. And the Swami Kalyanananda, they both worked together, Nishchayananda and Kalyanananda. So Kalyanananda went there in Haridwar and started a small dispensary, and that which now has grown to a full-fledged hospital. And there he started serving the people. People criticized how a monk is serving and cleaning and nursing the sick. They are not real sadhus, not Vedantists. So that's how the people had mind. He was oblivious of that. How it grew well, it was well established. Then president of the order, Swami Brahmananda, said, now you have been far away for many years, come back to Kolkata. He said, Maharaj, please forgive me. My guru said, forget Bengal. I don't want to go back to Bengal anymore. So he never came back to Bengal because his guru said, forget Bengal. So that is the command and following by the disciple of Swami Vivekananda. When Swami Vivekananda was there in Belur Math, he asked one of his disciples to bring some flower to Swami Achalananda. He brought some flowers and said, now put it at my feet, worship me, worship your guru. And he put the flower. Now he said, go again and gather some more flowers. He brought flowers. He thought he would have to worship again. He said, now worship the feet of Swami Brahmananda, who was the president of the order. And he worshipped accordingly. Swami Vivekananda said, president of the order is equal to your guru. Treat him as a guru. In Sri Ramakrishna Guru Shishya Parampara, the president Maharaj at Belur Math is considered to be the living representation of Sri Ramakrishna. And he is our guru. All guru power comes from president. All those who initiate in different places, vice president and all that, are all empowered spiritually and with the mantra by the president of the order. So president is very revered position there. This is what the Guru Parampara is. There are many of us may initiate. Swami Ishatmananji gives initiation. There are his disciples. The mantra that he gives is from the Guru. The power he gets is from Belur Math, and that he transmits. Yesterday we were talking, he said, we are just like the conduit, like the pipeline, through which the same water flows. The source is at Belur Math. The real source is Sri Ramakrishna, or to say in his Sri Ramakrishna, his own words, Satchidananda alone is Guru. But I am just a conduit or pipe to transmit that spiritual power. But in our order, when one takes initiation or mantra, it is not just a word. It is all power of grace and prayers and blessing that comes. Prayer and blessing of whole Sangha to the disciple. It is not only the blessing of the Guru. Whole Sangha becomes so elated, so happy that one person has started following Sri Ramakrishna, has taken the real path of spiritual enlightenment without any hegemony, without any weeds around, pure and true search for spirituality. And he gets or she gets all the blessing of whole Sangha. The monks, devotees, the gurus, and all presidents, it all goes, and the blessing of Thakur Ma Swamiji himself, that blessing comes to the disciple that gets initiation, perhaps in St. Louis, perhaps in Chicago, but the blessing is from all Belur Math. That's why when you get initiation from any Ramakrishna monk and you are asked, are you initiated in Belur Math? We say, yes, it is Belur Math's initiation that happened a little far away, but not different from that. Because the blessing, grace, all and purity is all same that one gets initiated by anyone. In our Guru Shishya Parampara, we don't have any personal Guru thing. All our Guru is Thakur Ma Swamiji. Sri Ramakrishna alone is our Guru. Holy Mother was initiating her disciples, and she said, Sri Ramakrishna is your Guru. But disciple said, Mother, but I got mantra from you. You are my Guru. No, I am your mother. Sri Ramakrishna is Guru. And when I was getting initiation from President Maharaj, as Swami Ishatmananji just said, we had the same Guru. He also said, I am not your Guru. Who is Guru? President Maharaj is also not Guru. Then who is Guru? Sri Ramakrishna is Guru. That is our all tradition. All this Guru Parampara continues in our. That's why we don't have Guru Vada. My Guru was so great and my Guru had so much power. And someone was saying, oh, my Guru can walk on water. Like that thing is not there. Our Guru is Sri Ramakrishna. All power we get is of Sri Ramakrishna. That's why we don't have Guru Vada in our order. We are all devotees of Sri Ramakrishna. We are all disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. Some used to say there are direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. We are all indirect disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. We are all followers, disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. He alone has the power to grace us. No other person has the power to grace us. So that is how our orders, Guru Shishya Parampara, continues in our order. That started from Totapuri to Sri Ramakrishna, and Totapuri of the order of Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya order, and Shankara is the continuation of Shiva. Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmad Acharya Paryantam Guru Paramparam, Namah Guru Paramparam. So we are bowed down to Guru Parampara that began from Shiva, from God Himself, through Shankaracharya to the lineage that comes through Totapuri, Sri Ramakrishna, and all that comes continuous. And we are connected through our mantra, through our guidance by the Guru to God Himself. Just we have to strengthen this connection. As Sri Ramakrishna beautifully said, mantra is like a chain in a shackle, in a small connection in a long chain. You hold on the chain and then walk along, and you will finally reach where the chain is. One end of the chain is tied to God Himself, to Sri Ramakrishna. Other end is in our hand. Just go with each repetition of the mantra. You are moving towards God, and finally we will reach God through the power of mantra and grace of Guru. That's how the Guru Shishya Parampara, that is in our Ramakrishna order. Great relationship, as I said, that happens. Now, with these words, I would like to conclude today's talk on Guru and disciple. And with the closing chants, let me close. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ji Ki Jai. Jai Mahamai Ki Jai. Jai Swami Ji Maharaj Ji Ki Jai. Jai Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Buddha Ki Jai. Jai Isha Musha Ki Jai. Sarvastaratu Durgani Sarvo Bhadrani Pashyatu Sarvasad Buddhimapnotu Sarvatra Nandatu. Hari Om Tat Sat. May all be freed from dangers. May all realize what is good. May all be actuated by noble thoughts. May all rejoice everywhere. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us.
Excellent, that you all will agree with me